All right, no messing about, let's get into it. The token on the chopping block today is APT, Aptos. They're calling it the Solana killer. So Morgan, what's the verdict? Is it the real deal or just another pretender to the throne?
Straight for the jugular, Chris. My man. Okay, so Aptos, here's the story. It's basically the ghost of Facebook's crypto project. Remember Libra or DM
Hmm?
or whatever name it had before they binned it?
Vaguely. The one where Zuck was going to become the world's central banker? Yeah, thank God that died a death.
Exactly. Well, the top engineers from that project didn't just go home.
Right?
They took the best bits of the tech they built for Meta, polished it up, and spun it out into this thing called Aptos. So it's got this big tech DNA baked in from day one.
So it's got this big tech DNA baked in from day one. So it comes from a posh family, I get it. But what does it actually do? Why should anyone give a damn?
Yeah,
There are enough layer 1 blockchains out there to last us till the next ice age.
that's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? Its big promise is speed. Insane speed.
Okay.
They're throwing around numbers like a theoretical 160,000 transactions per second. The secret sauce is something they call parallel execution.
Okay, hold up. Translate that from nerd speak for the rest of us. What on earth is parallel execution?
All right, think of it like this. Ethereum is like a single-lane country road.
Okay.
Every car has to follow the one in front. It gets jammed up, it's slow, and the tolls, the gas fees, get ridiculous.
Right.
Aptos is like a massive 16-lane German autobahn. It can handle tons of traffic all at once in different lanes, so everything moves much faster and for pennies.
I get the analogy, but that's the exact same promise Solana made.
Yep.
And we all know how that's going. That chain goes down more often than a trainee bartender drops a pint glass. So what makes Aptos any different? Why won't it just fall flat on its face?
And that's our first stop on the SWOT analysis, mate. The strengths. A massive one is this thing called the Move programming language. It was purpose-built by those ex-Facebook brainiacs to avoid the kinds of security holes and bugs that have cost other chains billions. It's designed to be safer from the ground up.
So in theory, less chance of some hacker draining your wallet because of one dodgy line of code. I'll take that. What else is in the strengths column?
The money, Chris. The serious money.
Wow.
We're talking Andreessen Horowitz, A16Z, all the top-tier VCs. They've poured hundreds of millions into this thing. Plus, they've announced partnerships with Microsoft, Google Cloud, and even MasterCard.
Okay.
That's not just hype. That's real institutional muscle.
Okay, I'll give you that. Money talks, and that's a megaphone. So we've got a high-tech origin story, claims of speed and security, and a war chest of VC cash. Seems pretty strong. But what about the other side of the coin, the weaknesses?
Right.
This is the Big Short Club. We live for the weaknesses.
And there are definitely some juicy ones. Let's start with all that VC money. It's a double-edged sword. Have a look at the tokenomics. A huge chunk of the supply, we're talking nearly half the initial supply, is in the hands of the team and these early investors.
Ah, the classic. A VC dump fest just waiting to happen.
Yep.
So as soon as their tokens unlock, they can just crash the price on the heads of all the retail traders who bought the hype. Cynical. We've seen this movie 100 times.
You've got it. It's a massive centralization risk. The whole point of this crypto game is decentralization, right? But when a handful of suits in a boardroom hold most of the tokens, how decentralized is it really? It's a perfectly fair criticism.
Any other skeletons in the closet? Is the tech even proven?
Right.
160,000 TPS sounds amazing in a white paper, but can it do that in the wild under real pressure?
That's the other big question mark. The mainnet is still pretty new.
Yeah.
It hasn't had its baptism by fire like Ethereum or even Solana has. We have no idea how it'll hold up when millions of users are trying to mint the next viral NFT collection all at once. Bluntly, it's all theory until it's not.
So it's a bit of an unproven project with a potentially rigged token game. The cracks are starting to show. Let's shift gears. Opportunities. If this all works out, where could it go?
Well, the most obvious one is to go after Solana's market share. If Solana keeps having outages and Aptos can prove it's stable and just as fast, you could see a massive exodus of developers and users. Hostile takeover. I like your style. What else? You mentioned those big partners.
Yeah, and this is where it gets interesting for the long game. Take Franklin Templeton, one of the biggest asset managers on the planet.
Okay.
They've launched a tokenized money market fund on the Aptos blockchain. That's proper old-school finance stepping into this world.
Wow.
If Aptos can attract more of that institutional money, it could become the default chain for tokenizing real-world assets. That's a multi-trillion-dollar prize.
Now that is a big deal. So it's not just about DeFi casino games and cartoon monkey JPEGs. It's got a legitimate shot at real-world grown-up use cases. That's a massive opportunity.
All right, last corner of the board, let's bring it home with the threats. What could kill this thing stone dead?
Competition for a start. It's not just Solana.
Right?
You've got Sui, which is basically its brother from the same meta mother using the same move language. They're direct rivals. Then you have all the Ethereum Layer 2s that are getting faster and cheaper every day. Weary, it's a bloody crowded arena.
So it could just get drowned out by the noise. What about that ghost of Facebook past? Could that come back to bite them?
It's a definite threat. Regulators were not happy with Facebook trying to launch its own global currency.
Yeah.
Being associated with that project, even if it's just the former team, could put a target on their backs. If the SEC decides to make an example of a big VC-backed project, Aptos is a prime candidate.
In the hype itself, right? That Solana killer nickname. If it fails to live up to that, the backlash from the market could be absolutely brutal. Crypto is fickle. And cynical. One minute you're the chosen one, the next you're yesterday's chip paper.
Precisely. The biggest threat might just be failing to meet the sky-high expectations that have been set for it.
Okay, let's wrap the SWOT. Strengths: elite tech background, serious VC money, and a focus on security. Weaknesses: sketchy tokenomics, centralized control, and the tech is still unproven in the real world. Opportunities: toppling Solana and becoming the home for institutional finance on-chain. And threats: savage competition, regulatory risk, and the hype train crashing and burning.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Chris. It's a classic high-risk, high-reward play. It has all the ingredients to be enormous, but it's also walking a very thin tightrope.
Right. That's our 2 cents. But what do you lot think? This is where you come in. Jump into our chat group, the link's right down below. Are you holding APT? Are you shorting it to zero? Or do you think it's all just a load of hot air? Let us know.
And if you're heading over to a CEX to make a trade after this, do us a solid and use our referral link also down below. It costs you nothing, helps us keep the lights on, and lets us know you appreciate the alpha. It's a way to say thanks, you know?
Now we'll leave you with a question to chew on. With its heavy VC backing and insider token allocation, can a project like Aptos ever truly embody the decentralized spirit of crypto, or is it just a Web 2.5 company playing dress up in a hoodie?